When we have self-confidence, then we can succeed in our purpose. How can we succeed even if we find, okay, when you find your purpose, half of the work is done, even more than half of the work, because when we know our purpose, all our chakras, our energy centers are activated to get us what we really want, what our heart desires. But in order to get it, some people, they go after something, after the dreams, and then at the last moment, they have this programming, and they fail at the last moment. So everyone fails. This is a fact. Everyone fails. The best people you know, the most amazing leaders have failed. I'm sure you've heard of Elon Musk, the billionaire. So Elon Musk I think he launched three missiles that burned and that got destroyed into space before the fourth one that was successful. And the banks were on him. He was losing everything. He was owing to the banks, immense amounts, millions and millions. And he was saved, and he had immense confidence, because the average human being, if they were to send one missile and then they had enormous debts in the bank, they would not try a second time. And even if they did, if the second missile was burned in mid-space, then they would not try a third time. And if they did the third time, if it destroyed itself, they would definitely, very hardly try, a fourth time. They would be far, far, under heavy depression, if not worse, if this happened to them. But Elon Musk had self-confidence, he believed in himself. He knew he was right, so he got it right, and he's a multi-billionaire. So the way to do it is to have self-confidence, because self-confidence, hi Jane, hi, that one was there. So self-confidence is magnetizing your heart's desires, is getting what you want through being that being which by its aura attracts the best. If your aura is full of worry, you're not going to attract, even if you have won the lotto and then your aura is full of worry and poverty consciousness, what will happen is that you're going to have so much trouble before you cash the lotto, and then who knows, after cashing it, perhaps all your money will be gone, spent, whatever. You have to have a high vibration, and in order to succeed in your life's purpose, in your dreams, in your heart's desires, you need to have self-confidence. So let me tell you how I see self-confidence. So the way to, most of us, when we are low, we compare. This is my main idea, that when we are not well, we compare with others. When we don't compare, of course, comparison is, in a way, self-assessment is very important. But look what happens when we think we're the absolutely best, etc. This means we have pride, and we cannot assess ourselves properly, because pride is nothing but low self-esteem. When we have pride, it means we have so much low self-esteem that we do not dare to look at ourselves honestly and assess ourselves, because that would be painful perhaps. Then when we assess ourselves, we can always correct what we don't like. We have the right to say, not the right, the divine obligation to say, oh, I can see that I am gossiping and I don't like that. I'm this kind of person who gossips. Oh my God, is that true? I never had the guts, to look before at myself so honestly. Now I look and I gossip, and, I have to stop. So you can say, when you see yourself and you don't like something, you can always say, I'm not that anymore. This is not who I am. I have seen it. I have brought the subconscious, the unconscious into the light. I have seen it, and I have made it light. So I'm not that anymore. It's that simple. Now you need the strong will to maintain your decision of not doing that anymore. And willpower is like a muscle. It's a spiritual muscle that you can, make stronger just by sticking to small decisions, You just make small decisions and you don't change your mind. You stick to them, and you make this small effort, and you make it a beautiful habit to do whatever you decide. That's wonderful. It's a worthwhile cause because it will get you whatever you want, whether that's a beautiful home, an amazing career, a lot of money, an amazing companion. You need willpower. And in order to have self-confidence, you need the willpower to do many things, but mainly to be able to see yourself and to have self-assessment and to say, I'm not that anymore, I let go. Then we're able to see ourselves. And then what happens is that we see that there are some people, that there are many people probably who are below, quote unquote, below. They're not as kind, as loving, as evolved. They're not, their intentions are not so good, and they're not so helpful, etc. These are the people who are below you in evolution. And then you see that there are some people who are above you. If you don't look up to anyone, this means you are not assessing yourself accurately. Everyone looks up to someone else. Even the ascended masters look up to greater beings. Everyone looks up to someone else. If you don't look up to anyone, that means you don't have correct, a self viewpoint. So what happens is this: when we are low and we're down and depressed and have low self-esteem, we compare with others. It's like, for example, Arhatic retreats are beautiful places where we meditate and we exercise and we eat together and we laugh. But because Arhatics are very, very intuitive, they can sense when you're, have a little bit of low self-esteem. It's like, or when someone is negative, thinking negatively or purging, then they avoid him. And then it's a small hell for those who are purging. And, then we compare and we say, oh, they're better than me, or I don't belong. Once I made a post on Facebook and I wrote that, I have to say now, when I go to an Arhatic retreat, I feel that I don't belong. And then a friend of mine, he was not really a friend, I love him, but he's like a very distant, friend who lives in another country, and he has, we see each other only on retreats, and he's a star. He's the star of the retreat. And he wrote, me too, I feel that I don't belong. And then everybody started to say, me too, I don't belong anywhere, I feel alone. So it is wonderful, because when we open up, we help other people see that they're not alone in what they're going through. But when we feel low and depressed, we compare, and that's wrong. That's the wrong attitude. When we compare, it means that we are finding ourselves less interesting, less powerful, less beautiful. The right attitude is to admire. When you look up to someone, you admire them, and you admire them openly with your whole heart and your eyes, and you tell them you admire them. You say hi, and you look at them and you admire them. It's enough. You don't even have to say anything. Or you say, oh, you look so beautiful today. Or I love what you said or what you wrote or whatever. We have to admire others openly. We have to have the self-confidence to be able to admire others without being antagonistic at all. So when we compare, it's because we're feeling low. And then what happens is this: when we compare, we see, for example, some souls are so much more evolved, so much more poised than us, so much more accomplished, so much more graceful, so much more beautiful. And this is true. They were born more evolved, and they will probably attain more than we ever will. The difference is, though, that when we do bloom within our purpose, and we do bloom within our own individual uniqueness that is going to make us be who we were born to be, then there will be no more comparison. We will also be the ones that others will look up to, and that we will love and admire ourselves as well, and we will be able to openly admire others without comparison. So comparison is an erroneous state of depression, low self-esteem, and it is an inner limitation and limiting belief, a blockage to our self-development and our, our blooming. If we want to be able to overcome all these obstacles, all our differences with others, and to be successful, and to be self-confident, and to be, always within the right moment, the right time, the right energy, in the flow of things. If we want that, we have to be able to admire others openly. This is a good start. And to be able to not compare, stop comparison, and go for our purpose, just go for what we were made to do. Because, as I've said before in other sessions, the soul does not sponsor, how do you call it, compromise, it doesn't sponsor. It's like when you say, oh, I would like to have a field of pink roses and cultivate them and then make essential rose oil. Oh, that would be so wonderful. But this is not for me. This is for amazing people living in the south of France. I have to be doing this. No, this is probably, if you like that, do you think everyone likes that? Do you think everyone wants to cultivate pink roses? No. Only people who love flowers. So you have to see what you love. And you have to see many things. There are many things in your arithmosophy that can show you your purpose. But you can also corroborate this information through arithmosophy and through esoteric arithmosophy and through esoteric astrology of your labor of Hercules and all the spiritual sciences. They are the puzzle. But then you have to interpret the puzzle with your heart. There is no other way to interpret the puzzle. Only with your heart. You can know exactly what your purpose is. And within that purpose, you are going to bloom, and then you will no longer compare. You will be self-confident through admiring others, through energizing them with your eyes. And when you do that, you will be getting back 100-fold what you're sending out. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Now let's do a little bit of, let's try to do the visualization, if you would like, that we did the other time. Every time we do this, it is going to take us closer to our purpose. So let's visualize our future. Let's please close our eyes, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Inhale self-confidence. To one and all cells of your body, keep it in, hold, and exhale. And now breathe normally and peacefully, and imagine that you're with your eyes closed, lying in your sofa, but sitting on your sofa in your future home, in your beautiful future home. And it's very peaceful, it's very quiet, but you have your eyes closed. You know in a moment you will open them, but you want to savor the moment when you hear the beautiful sounds of silence, of birds, of whatever you want to hear. And then you open your eyes slowly, and you see ahead of you a window. The window is 10 meters away. It's a big room. So you walk to the window and look outside to see the view. Every time you do this meditation, you're going to strengthen your success, your future. So look at the view. Is it the blue sea? Is it a garden? And if it is the sea, is it from above, from high up? Are you close to the beach? Do you have a garden and the beach? Do you have only a garden? Mountains, hills? Do you have a city? Do you have red rooftops? Where is your ideal home? Look at the view. Put your attention at the feet, at your feet, at the soles of your feet, and feel big roots of golden light going deep into the earth. Ground yourselves. Inhale, self-confidence. Hold. Exhale, self-doubt. Feel the roots going deeper and deeper as you're exhaling. Everything that all the self-confidence, all the self-doubt, all these energies that you're expelling are becoming love and going deep into the earth, and you're getting grounded and your self-confidence is growing. So inhale again, self-confidence. Hold. Exhale, self-sabotage. Inhale, self-love. To every cell of your body, fill it up. Fill every cell of your body with self-love. And hold, hold. Exhale, self-loathing. You're a beautiful, self-confident human. You're a soul. You're like a luminous tree standing and looking at the view of your future. You're so happy. You turn around enthusiastically and look at your home. Your home is so beautiful. It's exactly what you've always wanted. How is it that you found exactly that home and restored it or decorated it and made it exactly as you wanted? It's beautiful. Look at your floor. Is it wood? Is it stone? Is it tile? Is it marble? Is it mosaic? What is it? Look at your walls. Do you have paintings, mirrors? Do you have indoor plants? Do you have plants showing from the windows? Outside? Trees? How is your sofa or sofas? Look at all your furniture. Look at everything. Look at your room. Look at the lamps, the light. Is it contemporary? Do you have antiques? Do you have country? What is your style? And then you see this beautiful table in front of a window with a beautiful view. That is your desk. You walk slowly to that desk, and on that desk there is a thick pad of white paper and a pen. You pull out a chair and sit at your desk. And as you're about to write something and pick up the pen, you hear footsteps. You don't turn around. You know it is your life partner. If you're married, so imagine it's your husband. If you're not married or if you're not in a good relationship, just imagine it is the human with whom you would like to spend the rest of your life. And he or she enfolds you in his arms, and you feel the beautiful love rise and just spread all over your body. Feel how you feel for this person. What kind of relationship do you have? Is it a passionate relationship? Do you look at each other and you want to make love all the time? Is it in the beginning? Is it a very, very steady, secure, beautiful relationship where you feel safe, taken care of? Is it a relationship where you feel you have amazing communication, where you can share everything, where you understand each other and don't even have to speak? Sometimes you just know, just at a glance you know. You take amazing road trips together. You have a beautiful daily life. Your habits are amazing, and you have common goals. You just feel the feeling of being with such a person and loving such a person. Loving such a person. Not so much being loved, but loving. And then he or she pulls out an envelope in front of you and says, "Have we packed?" And you say, "Yes, we are ready." And then he says, "Here are the tickets. I have them. So are you coming for breakfast?" And you say, "Yes, I will come in a minute." "Go on. I have to do something first." And then he moves away or she moves away. Then you open the envelope and you see tickets for a trip. Where do you want to go? Just let yourself free. Do you want to go to Hawaii? Do you want to go to Japan? To South Africa? Do you want to go on the Nile? To Egypt? Do you want to go to Tibet? To Paris? Ireland? Scotland? New York? Peru? Brazil? Where do you want to go? Amsterdam? Italy? Just choose the place, the city and the country. Greece? Patmos. Think where you're going with your companion. Just imagine where your heart wants to go. Where is it that you really want to go? Is it a road trip? Is it a train ride? So when you find that, breathe in your gratitude. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can go there with this person. You don't see the face of the person. Oops. I'm sorry. Someone is calling me. Like, you don't see the face of the person. You just imagine, you feel the feelings, right? Then you are so grateful. You inhale the gratitude. Pause, hold, and exhale. Now you look at the blank paper and you take a pen and you write down a couple of things that are going to be instructions to an associate, an assistant, to yourself, notes, before you're going on your trip. So what are the notes about? What are you going to write down? What is it that you're doing? What is your heart's desire? What would you like to be doing? Don't think of what you can be doing. You can be doing anything in 3 years. You can have succeeded in anything. But what is it that you would like to have been doing? Now is your time to think of that. Since you were born, you were programmed. You never had the opportunity to think of what you would really, really, really like to be doing in this incarnation. If you had the choice, what is that? Think of it now. Don't think realistically. Think with your heart. What is it? Do you want to be a poet, an author, a healer, a business person? Do you want to make your own cosmetics? To have a small hotel? Do you want to be a real estate agent? Well, perhaps that's not your dream, but do you want to be a guide, a tour guide, and travel? A mathematician, a historian, an architect. You can do that. Online you can study architecture, get a degree. Do you want to be an architect? Do you want to be taking care of children? To learn how to raise horses? You can just let your heart's desire bloom. So write down a few notes. Even if you write down just that which you're doing, you can write down your name and next to it your profession or your vocation. Write it down in your imagination. Or write down a word. One word is enough. And then inhale. Hold. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Freedom and fearlessness to choose my purpose. Hold. 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 Exhale. Fear and low self-esteem. Now, go back to your beautiful reality in the future. You're in your beautiful home. You have all that. Your life partner is making amazing breakfast. Your tickets are there. Your suitcases are ready. Your home is beautiful. And you're living for as long as you like for the trip of your dreams, the travel of your dreams. Everything is there for you. All you have to do is to bring it here, bring that feeling here with you in the present, and keep that and cultivate it and dream of it, imagine it daily until you find yourself in that place with that person doing that thing. So inhale that feeling of happiness to every cell of your body. Hold and exhale everything that blocks it from happening. Hold. And now breathe normally and open your eyes slowly. Wonderful. I did it with you. I love doing it. You know, every time we do a lecture here in this Align with Your Purpose series, I cannot resist doing the meditations that I guide you in because I like them so much. And this I do every day. If you do this every day, you're building the energy for this. And this is going to battle by itself all the negative energies that prevent you from having what you want. This is the way to do this. It's the way. You see how you purify every time you exhale from all cells of your body, all self-doubt, all obstacles. This is what happens energetically. It really happens in reality. If you just do this every day, you will find yourself there. Of course, it will be nice if you have if you also act. You know, we find our purpose and we take massive, bold action toward our purpose. And it's nice to do it at the right time. So if you want to find your purpose, you know, or if you want to take action, to start a business, to change direction, to make a major decision, you can always book a session with me, a meeting with me, because I can help you very, very much to find the right time, etc. So it was wonderful having you again. Thank you all. I just want to say that don't forget, this is the link to our, wait, no, sorry. Oh, where are we? Wait, just a second. I don't know if you can see me now. Oh. Yeah, I suppose you can see me. Wait, yeah, you can see me. All right, so I'm going to just put the link here for the spiritual pilgrimage. If someone wants to go, is it there? It should be there, right? I have, yeah. Here it is. So if you want, if you're considering going to Patmos with me, it's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. It's going to be a wonderful trip. It's going to be so much fun, and we're going to be living in that spirit of this meditation we just had. It's going to be a very refreshing, rejuvenating experience, and I will do my best that we get as much of that energy as possible in our cells, and that I can help you as much as possible every day of the trip to find exactly how to make your dreams come true. And I have a lot of tools and a lot of knowledge for that. Also, don't forget, you can have a 15-minute, which of course is half an hour. I can never stop at 15 minutes. 15-minute session, free, with me, meeting. You can, let me just enter my, where is that? Wait, sorry. You can just, this is the mail that there's no way I can miss something, because my mail is a jungle. So this is my email. If you email me there, I don't know if you, yeah, there, it's Evita Myriam 1111 at gmail.com. Then I will see your mail immediately, and we can reserve a meeting, and I can help you with whatever you want. Okay? So it was very nice seeing you again. Thank you all. Thank you, Belen. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Jane. Thank you all. Thank you, James Fernanda. Yes. And I thank James for giving his laptop also. So thank you all, and I will see you tomorrow for our last session. I don't know what it will be. My inspiration always comes from above at the last moment, usually, or the night before, or in the morning when I wake up. So thank you. Enjoy and try to meditate. We're still around the full moon, right? So see you soon. Bye.